Alright, what's going on, everybody? So I wasn't going to make a video today whatsoever, but we got some breaking news. Jake Paul is officially fighting Gervonta Davis on November 15th. Now, this is crazy, so let's skip all this yapping at the beginning and get right into it. Real quick, before I get into the video, 95% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you like pro boxing, Misfits boxing, or UFC content, I post 2 to 4 times a week on this channel at least, so make sure you guys subscribe. I appreciate you. So no joke, I was literally just taking a nap, right? Woke up from my nap, I checked Twitter, and then I just see this. Like, we've heard rumors about Anthony Joshua, maybe Alexander Usyk in MMA, and after the Lamont Roach fight, we had, like, it was basically saying that this was done. Then obviously the draw with Lamont Roach seemed to put a wrench in everything, which I don't really understand why it would, because this is kind of ridiculous anyways, but this is definitely a spectacle because I look and it's Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul. Now, the first thought that I had was, holy shit, obviously. Second of all was, well, of course he wasn't going to fight Anthony Joshua because Jake doesn't have many advantages in that fight. And if you were going to be fair about him facing a level boxer at this level, is going to have some advantages. But I don't know about this. The drastic difference in weight and all of that is crazy in size. So first, before I get to that, let's talk about the rules of this exhibition boxing match. I don't know why things keep popping up on my laptop, but anyways. It will be on November 15th. No restrictions. I don't really know what that means. But okay, 195 pounds. There is no way in hell Gervonta Tank Davis is making it to 195. I would guess that's the cap. Like the highest or the heaviest you could weigh. He's probably going to come in at like 170 max, maybe. So it is also 10 3-minute rounds. So, okay. So besides that, let's get to the height and measurables. So Gervonta is 5'5". Shout out to my short kings out there versus 6'1". Gervonta is 30-1. Jake 0-1, sorry. Jake Paul is 11-1. Gervonta is currently 133.8 pounds. And Jake is currently 227 pounds. What the fuck? So, apparently 195 is an issue for Jake fighting KSI, but all of a sudden there's the 5'5" guy in front of him that's going to be even under that weight, and now he's okay with it. The reach is 67 inches to 76 for Jake, but yeah, this is nuts. So as it stands, it's basically a 100-pound weight difference off rip. Obviously, Jake is supposed to go down, which I thought he had some problems with. I know he's giving himself some time in November, but clearly this is a big money circus fight. Don't get me wrong, I still think Jake's going to get fucked up because every time Jake has faced good combination punching, he doesn't know how to handle it. And Gervonta is going to be fast. He's going to have to go in and out because, of course, he's not going to want to take a flush shot from Jake Paul. If the final resolve to this whole situation is Jake Paul knocking out Gervonta Tank Davis because he's not walked in, he wants to retire, and all this, shame on Jake. Shame on Jake, because this is ridiculous. Even if it's a spar, it's going to be a money grab. I don't think it's going to be a spar because this is not somebody with their career behind them. Well, at least we think so. Because Gervonta is in his prime. Now, Mike Tyson wasn't. And Mike Tyson got paid crazy money. I don't know if they paid Gervonta like $20 million, something like that, something insane. But I don't know, man. I feel like the one that made sense was Anthony Joshua. If Jake was going to lose to a pro boxer, you would think it would at least be in the same weight class. But no, Jake does it again now. Every single time I've seen a restored respect for Jake, it seems to go down again because, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be rooting for Gervonta hard in this fight. Jake Paul probably has this Bradley Martin mindset. It's like, oh, I'm bigger. Oh, he's not going to be able to handle my power. I'm too big for him. Yeah, he's going to get outclassed by Gervonta badly. I hope that Gervonta is somehow, it's crazy to say, I hope Gervonta is somehow able to hurt Jake and just, I don't know, a humble pie or something. Because I was with the Anthony Joshua fight. Hell, I was even back on my channel a couple of months ago saying, oh, screw it, why not? Now that it's here, I don't know, man. This feels, I don't know. It should be a legit fight, but pick on somebody your own size. You know what I mean, Jake? And how are you going to be more giving to a 100-pound weight difference and have to go down to 195? But when there's a KSI offer on the table, you don't want to take the risk. But all of a sudden, if it's Gervonta Davis, you don't mind it. So Jake is a bit of a weirdo, in my opinion. Now, there's a chance that Gervonta just focuses on movement and just pieces up Jake and gets out of range before Jake is able to throw those slow hooks that he likes to throw. Jake is better at getting light on his feet recently in his career, but not somebody way lighter than him, I'll tell you that right now. So if Gervonta is able to get in and out fast, there's a chance that Jake just gets out there and gets embarrassed, gets outboxed badly. Because this isn't just somebody, this isn't like, obviously, Anthony Joshua is still one of the greatest heavyweights on the planet, but on a technical aspect, he isn't really on the level of a Gervonta Tank Davis. So if you were to get into an Anthony Joshua fight, you probably would have just got knocked out. But now you're just going to get boxed up. And technically, Anthony Joshua isn't on the level of Gervonta. He's pound for pound one of the most technical boxers on the planet. So there is a real chance that Jake just gets pieced up, outboxed, and, oh, I got a Hail Mary chance of knocking him out because he's smaller than me. I don't know, man. I'm for the short kings. We don't like disrespect over here. Oh, he's small, he's going to lose. If I see anybody saying, counting out a pro boxer, pound for pound, one of the best on the planet, just because he's 5'5", it shows your guys' character. And you guys got to step into a gym where a little man will beat your ass. That's all I'm saying. Because that's not what matters when you got experience, my man. I'm telling you right now, unless it means no restrictions and Jake Paul is able to hip toss Gervonta Davis, I don't think it's going to go well for him. I mean, fuck it. Misfits got MMA on a boxing card, so why don't, on the co-main event of this, just run Demetrius Johnson versus Bradley Martin? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry for what happened to Bradley Martin. I'm sorry. I honestly said that without thinking it. I'm not going to cut it either, because that was honestly kind of funny. But, well, that fight's not happening anymore. If we could get DJ versus a huge dude like Bradley Martin, let's just prove a point on this card. Why don't we? Why don't we prove a point? So, yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this is actually going to happen. It seemed like Eddie Hearn was saying, or Turkey was saying, all that was needed was Jake to accept the Anthony Joshua fight, and it seems like he had other things in mind. I think the Anthony Joshua thing might be bullshit, to be honest with you, because we saw how he did Francis, and technically Jake is probably more technical than Francis, but I'm not saying it'll go better than that. I'm telling you right now. So, yeah, Jake doesn't want to get knocked out conscious. A part of me thought he had like some humiliation fetish he wanted to itch, where he just wants to get knocked out by a pro boxer, and it will be like a viral clip, and it will be huge money for him. Maybe he wants out of boxing soon, so that's why he's doing these type of fights. That's where my headspace is at, but I don't know. Jake is going to do his best to win this fight, and he's going to have the advantages, but Gervonta is going to have the more important ones. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this fight. I honestly I kind of wish it was Joshua versus Jake. Tank versus Jake is honestly a bigger fight, obviously, in the United States, but I thought Gervonta was going to retire, and he's not locked in, and I don't like this. Let me know if you guys agree down below. So let me say this right now. I'm sure a lot of fans have the same opinion. Jake, if we want to see these circus fights that you have a risk going into, just fight KSI, my dude. Why are you doing stuff like this? Yes, it's going to be a spectacle, but realistically, Joshua was a spectacle because you're going to get knocked out. If you're outboxed by Gervonta, the announcement, the build-up, the anticipation, the viewership's going to be worth it, but after it, will it be? Where will it leave you in boxing? Like, does Jake, this is what I mean. I think Jake's done. I don't think he sees anything else worth his time besides getting fucked up by an actual pro, because that's what everybody wants to see, and I'll bring in attention. But in my opinion, he took the easier way out, because it seemed like the Joshua fight was right there, and I'm still saying that Gervonta is going to win this, but didn't want to get slept, which I understand. Him versus Joshua would have been dumb. But in a way, this is, but you can't really say he wants the viral clip of him getting knocked out if he does, because I guess Gervonta could do it, but it's not really the same odds. But that's all I had to say today, man. I had to talk about this. It's like 3, woke up from my nap, and I was like, holy crap. Hopefully this hits the algorithm still, because it's not normally when I upload. But if you guys want to follow any of my socials, that'll be in the description. And that's it, man. Thank you guys for listening to me up like usual. God bless every single one of you. And peace out. Short King, stand up.
I think I do a show and stuff.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, and I can't explain that. I love music.
You love all kinds of music?
Yes, but except for hip hop. Well,
You don't like hip hop?
and no, not too much.
No, I've been rapping, I'll be practicing, I'm hopping on top of the game. I'm spitting the fire, my phone, the light, your months, they call me Kane. Get people stay talking about, I'm a walkers, I do not fuck with lames. People stay hating them lyrical saying, cause Mo's igniting the flames.
Sign that bill, the pressure give you lecture when you sign that bill. World stand still, the devil offers something when you take that skill. Shit get real, and the pussy gobbing, going in like Batman. I don't need a shorty came right over and she backed up. Now we moving cause I'm fucking ways in the bathtub. Crazy how the fucking only started with a back rub. Now we in the city fucking dancing in the sack love.
You steady fucking switch and stay up in your fucking lane. And shorty super soaker, I can hit your ass for range. Shorty doing ass and you knowin' where it's going. Steady sipping codeine, yeah, you knowin' in my potion.